kanina. Pag ito nawala pang next connection ko, ayoko na. First try ko tong gagawin, so ano kaya? Just give me a moment. Nawala yung una ko kanina dahil sa connection. Kakainis. Hindi pa rin siya nagpapakita sa YouTube. Ayun nga guys, continuation lang to. Same quarter pa rin. Hindi ko naman ano, nag-stop lang talaga yung ano, yung broadcast kanina. Kakainis. Ano yun? Show up later siguro. Let's load in. Let me know kung naglalag ako guys ha. Kasi yun ang naging problem nung kanina. Nakakasala. Hindi pa rin nag-show up. Sige. Hi beloved Dimples. Mega shoutout. Salamat sa thumbs up. Naputol yung kanina kong ano stream. So let's see.
Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played. Caruso, the pass to Davis.
Nice.
Lays it up and takes it in. Davis has got 8.
They couldn't ask for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Here's Curry.
Ay.
And Curry throws it down.
Nakawala.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly.
Come to Papa.
And finished off by LeBron.
That's just crazy athleticism from James. His vertical is through the roof.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Curry.
Nice D. Nice D.
And here is Hardaway. 20 points for him last game against
Counted though.
And don't leave out his rebounding, Kevin. I mean, he had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
James with it. Hardaway.
Ah, yeah.
Powerful presence on the court.
Come
It's hard to match
here.
James' strength.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And the whistle blows. It's
Wow, that was foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
That's number 2 on him already. A third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some power.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Doncic feeling it out. Outside Curry.
Wait a minute. Bakit hindi siya lumalabas dito? So, ibig sabihin, magpapanood na.
Go with a 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
He's
got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
On the way against James. Green passes to Davis. Over Porzingis.
Nice fade.
The Lakers.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Back to Doncic.
No!
Another 3 for Dallas.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
James finds McGee. Curry against Green. On the wing, Green. From outside the arc.
Thank you, Hasa.
Rebound. Davis. Counted. Davis has got 12.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Mavericks trail by 5.
Sa World Cup
Here's Curry. He has 7. the wing, Doncic. Goes up on the wing, and another basket for
Grabe ka,
Davis.
Doncic.
He's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Here's LeBron. The Mavericks pull it
That
in.
was foul. That was foul.
They
Hold
play
you.
the clock right. They go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
And it's
Grabe yan.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Caruso kicks to James. Porzingis with the steal.
Sayang.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down. Yeah, there's no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Here's Davis.
Bam! Bam!
Hey guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of player. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive games.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Contavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got our offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance.
Yeah, tell him.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to
Tell
you,
him,
Kevin.
KCP.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 14 points and 4 rebounds. Multiple times we saw the bench cheering him on in the first 2 quarters of this one. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they're putting bodies on people.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Sana ayos na.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through.
All fueled up and ready to go.
Foul, counted.
As we set the limits, courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Dallas. Inside of the 4 and the 5 for Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with
Voila.
Seth Curry, and it's Hardaway in at the 3, the small forward. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year you're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough, and you see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends. So how do you stop that? I don't know. When guys get to hang out with somebody and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together?
Come on, that was foul, man.
That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what does it need doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that, but I think the league is doing
Yeah.
proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
Nice D, Avery.
Here's Doncic.
Wala yan. Yun lang.
He's in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They needed that. They were getting a little tense after starting the half 0 for 3.
Oh my God.
McGee with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Green, and it's Davis at the elbow. And that one is good.
That one is good.
As dangerous as he is inside,
Just maintain, guys. Maintain lang natin.
When he's able to get to the mid-range, he's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
The pass to Pop. Dishes it to Kirk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Here's Powell. And is good with the extra effort on the glass. Powell's got 6 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Checked in for JaVale McGee. Marquise Morris comes in for Davis. Aldwell Pope, who's checked in for James. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Green. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Billy Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis.
So
Finney Smith comes in for
healthy.
Healthy. For Seth Curry. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you. Pass to Morris. Over Cauley-Stein.
Ha 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 ha, laki.
Finney Smith passes to Berea. To the left side wing. Fires it up. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Here's Howard. Oh, that's blocked.
Again?
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Berea. Played in with an
wow, grabe ka Berea.
Berea's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Outside Brent. Shoots over Berea, and Bradley gets it to go. Bradley's got his 2nd basket of the night.
With a high release and strong elevation, Bradley's got an effective jumper in his arsenal.
Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense
God, that was fast.
is still there.
Grabe.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
Back to Rondo. Howard against Powell. Howard gets to Caldwell Pope. Bradley, that's for 2. Gets to the corner and buries it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Third basket of the night right there.
That was clutch.
Shot Bradley has practiced time.
That was clutch, man.
Now, a legitimate threat to hit off the catch.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Bradley. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. White comes in for J.J. Barea.
Oh my goodness.
And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
That was nice.
How
That
about
was
the
nice.
vision there from Doncic can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
On the wing, Morris. Makes it off the
Nice,
bench.
nice.
Morris has got 5 points so far.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots. Playing
Mismatch, bro. Mismatch.
Here's Doncic.
Told you.
He's
Sabi ko na
13
mismatch.
shots and he's had 8 of those go in.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
To the paint. Morris dishes to Howard. Caldwell Pope against Wright. They get a hand on it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touch by Caldwell Pope. Zingis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Mavericks trail by 3. Now here's Porzingis. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Yeah, take your time, man. Take your time.
Pass to Doncic. Over Rondo. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
And always good to see Rondo being active defensively, more than capable of shutting down his man.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Lakers lead by 3. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
Grabe, 3 na lang.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choices tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. And it's Caruso in at the 1. That's the Laker 5. The kick out to Wright. No good. That would have tied it.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
LeBron against Doncic.
Foul me, baby. Foul me.
Over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Doncic passes to Cleveland. Three-pointer right. Rebounded by the Lakers. Chris, to think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the court, you know, his activism, his business.
Nice,
activism.
Kuzma.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. That's what people want him to do, Kevin, but he's not listening, and thank God for that. It's about his power. It threatens some people. For whatever reason, they love to knock you down with it.
Pass to right. Outside Hardaway. Doncic outside. On the top of the key. The Mavericks rebound for Zingis. James with some nice D.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Yoo-hoo!
Excellent. Avoiding fouling.
That was nice, man. Nasty.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
In perfect timing, but with the small lead, they're doing all they can to protect them.
Hardaway passes to Doncic.
Don't double team.
The pass to Porzingis.
Pa!
He's got
Woo!
a fan, and boy, does he use it well.
Pal. Kala mo kayo lang, ah.
Shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. And Dallas with a change here too. Curry's checked in. Here's Cleveland.
Pal.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Lakers making a change here. Bradley's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers.
Knee one.
LeBron, no good.
When D forgets about him on the perimeter,
Iwan niya si Lebron, ah.
Lucky they don't get burned here.
Outside Curry. to the inside.
Pal. Nice D, team.
And the first one drops. That one misses. Lakers leading by 8. Here's Bradley. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Well, you see Bradley's toughness, able to finish through the contact.
And the Mavericks call time here. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
There should only be one thing they're talking about in this time. Trying to deny him the ball in the paint before he does any more damage.
Ba yan? Daming shorte.
Catch up with David Aldridge.
Okay, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, you're doing something. Good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on those shooters a little more effectively.
You screen me? Yep.
And the officials have called the
That's illegal screen.
A kick like that is questionable. It creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the refs for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Doncic with it. Now guarded by Bradley. Passes it to Porzingis.
Nope. You're gonna pass it.
For Davis. Rebound the
Nice.
Lakers. McGee's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, just a solid job on the back.
Grabe ka.
They are really controlling the inside.
Doncic passes to Pop. In the dunk by Pop.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
Pass to McGee. Powell with the steal.
Nahuli.
Down low. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break.
Oh, haha. Paano naging foul yun?
Shooting free throws here.
Paano naging foul? Paano naging foul?
Free throw is good.
Come on.
So 1 for 2 that time at the strike. Lakers leading by 5. Over in the corner, Green.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
He does all the moves. He does
You see that?
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Out to the right wing. A floater, and Porzingis with the lay-in. Porzingis has got his first bucket of the night.
They get exactly the matchup they want inside. I mean, it gives them the biggest bucket of the game.
The drive by James, count that one, and the Lakers lead by 7.
That is what LeBron does. No one challenges.
Fourth quarter, man. Clutch time, clutch time.
Impossible to stop him. It is that
Porzingis feeling it out of it. Stolen by McGee.
Woo!
And James
La la.
Oh, nice look by Bradley. Moving it to the open man.
Mavericks trail by 9. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Porzingis.
Travel.
That's going to be a travel.
Travel ka, man.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Green finds McGee. Back to Green. Shoots over Curry. Powell pulls it in. Dallas has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Doncic with it. Now Green defending. Doncic, no good. One-on-one here. Here's Bradley.
Woohoo! That was smooth, man. That was smooth. That was smooth.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Here's Porzingis. No good on that one. Great tee that time from Davis. Green passes to James. Nice.
Fly! Bam!
Davis finishing it off.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total
Wow.
team effort.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Mega shoutout, January. Thank you for dropping by.
Is a threat to pull up.
Makapayang gabi.
And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. James up top. Already by Hardaway. There's Green with the three. They get it back. And McGee kicks to James. And 3 off the mark. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they...
Salamat sa patambay.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance.
Doris, league-wide scoring is on the rise. Offensive basketball is really being pushed.
Really, Kevin, we are treated to 2 teams with elite shot-making, incredibly skilled basketball players from positions 1 through 5, bigs who can shoot it, guys who can put it on the deck. I mean, what more could we ask for, Kevin?
So, let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas
Tara,
Mavericks.
papi.
Hardaway.
Uy, di ba may ano ka? Premier ka?
At the forward slots. Curry is out
Papi,
there
may
with
premier ka, di ba?
Doncic.
Nahuli tuloy.
Powell in at the 5 down low. Here's Curry. Lays it up off the glass. Curry's got the opening field goal of the game for Dallas.
Ilang minutes pa yung premier mo, Desideria? Tapos na? Sige, replay na lang ako.
And the pass to McGee. Back to James. From deep
Para sa'yo.
range, and the Lakers get it back.
Oo, PS4, papi.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Mavericks. Here's Hardaway.
Bang!
And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Here's Davis.
Woohoo!
And by Davis.
Oh, pangalawang stream ko na to yung kanina na ano yung connection ko. Na putol. Kaya naulit ko. Kala ko mobile. Ay! PS4 papi. Huli ka! Meow, meow, meow. Ian Mads.
We'll see how they do, Kevin.
Mega shout out by.
Here's Doncic.
Gising ka pa, bay? B pala, boy. Mega shout out sa'yo.
Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, no fear
Sana ka
from Luka
malarga,
Doncic. When he's near the hoop,
Bray.
he will challenge anyone.
The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
Tabi-tabi!
Here's LeBron. It's deflected. And it goes out of bounds.
My ball, my ball.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. In the corner, it's James.
Sige. Bang! Woohoo!
Elevation and athleticism of LeBron.
Ano bang galaw yun? Compress game. Sobra nga eh. Kita mo yung galaw na yun, Desidere.
Still playing at an
Nag-bump pa.
MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player
Uy, uli, sayang. Uli.
some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted
Grabe
what
si ano
we've
dito,
been able to
Doncic.
And I like to see
Shooter.
this. They're calling his number early, and he's
Huli ka.
They know that if this guy goes off, their
Gigi.
chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Hardaway. And the layup's good off the glass. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron
Reverse to
showing
one
no
slam.
sign of slowing down.
his dedication to training and really maintaining his body.
Oh!
None.
Dream shake.
Alongside his
Wala,
prodigious
di na.
athleticism, it seems
Hindi na
that
shoot ah.
made a
Huli ka, boy. Huli ka, boy.
Now the Lakers on the break. Green with the ball.
Counted.
Solid as
Nice
well,
one.
20 feet away.
Well, this is the go-to shot for Danny Green. So good in his pre-shot preparation and catch and shoot.
Uy. Pag ganun-ganun pa si Doncic.
Green
No?
against Curry.
Doncic. Aray. Patay. Nice rebound, man. Nice rebound.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Bam!
Green's got 5 minutes.
Oh, ano, Ian Mads. PlayStation, diretso na kung ano to, broadcast.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took.
Diretsong broadcast to. Tapos connected sa ano, YouTube.
Platoon swap here for the Lakers. Let's take a second to see the teams that have been the toughest inside this season so far. The Lakers number 1.
Yeah, number 1. Kaso talo kami. Talo yung scrimmage eh. Kahapon.
It can be contagious if he can do it.
4
why not
points.
me? All of a sudden you look up and you're leading the league.
D up, man. D up.
Now here's Wright. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
Nice D. Nice D, guys. Nice defense.
From
Nice!
5 to shoot.
Huli ka, man. Huli ka.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under
January. For you, 3 points.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
And when you're open, Ryan
Yung sa amin, binenta lang ng mura, sayang. Oh, sayang nga.
We know this about the Dallas Mavericks.
Bakit mo binenta, pre?
Every piece of data and information
Wa!
used in terms of trying to get
Bakit
an
foul?
advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now
Bakit nyo
doing
binenta,
the
Ian
blood
Mads?
test, trying to head off injury for
Sayang
their
naman.
players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
Sige, salamat, January. Salamat sa pagbisita nga di.
A look at his stats. He averages
Kuya Gadla.
8 points a game.
In building this lead, they've done a
Uy.
terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backcourt.
Sige.
That has been key.
Here's Kuzma. It's a 5-point game.
Malaki yan, boy.
Can't hit. And Doris, those blood tests you were talking about, always subject to player permission. They want to honor
Nice
player
defense.
privacy.
Nice
I think
defense.
you have to, Kevin. And
Walang
most of
gumagamit
the
niya.
Mavs have embraced it.
Sayang hindi nagamit.
The ability to measure almost 50 biomarkers. As an
Sige.
athlete, you're always trying to
Salamat.
stay in peak form.
Pakaturugan na ito ng mga kabataan doon.
You're always trying to manage appropriately their workloads.
Now shooting their first shots from the stripe in
Tas
this
pag-
game. The first one falls.
Sayang yun. 50 na game tape. Dami nun, pre.
And he makes both free throws. 1:03 left to play in the first.
Sa bagay kasi, kailangan stable din yung internet mo pagka ano eh.
Rondo passes to Caldwell Pope. Outside Rondo.
Kuzma. Yan.
On the wing, Morris. Clock at 6. Kuzma outside. From deep. It's rebounded by
Pinilit,
Dallas.
Kuzma. Bakit mo
2 for 1
pinilit?
opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Finney Smith.
Ay, man.
And he hits it to tie the game up.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open.
Come on, guys.
From 3. First quarter skill, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. With some arc. And it's right missing.
Run, 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 run.
Bounce pass for Morris. Stolen by Brunson. White.
Ay, ba't ganon?
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
All the officials are all over that.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night.
Mga limited edition pa naman mga game nun. Hindi rin kasi ako ganun hilig niya. Babae lang nilalaro ko. Ha! Pussy lang nilalaro mo kasi. Ba't ganun? Siguro sa babae mo rin binenta. Ano ba eh? Ang bad mo. Lamangan pa ako. Wala. Make a shoutout sa 4 million. Ay, may 1.7 pa pala. Mas magastos yung ano, yung babae, bye. Yung mga ganong laro, eh, maya-maya talagang gagastos ka. Sa PlayStation, internet lang. Char!
And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel
Yep.
for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not around. He went ahead and made the
May isang
adjustment.
hook shot nga dyan.
On the floor for Dallas.
Nice!
JJ Barea. Also, Dwyane Wade is out there.
Sayang yun, ah.
Stein in at the 5, roaming the paint. Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein has lived up to his draft spot of being number 6 grade overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop, but at a legit 7 feet and
Nice! Ah! Sayang.
in the starting center.
Hindi ako gumagastos ng babae, bye, ha? Kaya easy to get yung mga lalaki. Yan! That's the spirit, bye. Woo! Boom! Counted. Counted mo! Tama yun, bye.
And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Nice, Caruso.
Back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in
Boom!
What's better than watching
Grabe, sinaktan si Doncic.
full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh good God, anything
Bam!
can happen. He might pull a three, he might finish in spectacular fashion off the
Grabe
run,
si Luka
or he
dito.
might find a teammate for a momentum building three.
Taas ng
Like,
percentage.
get in transition and run, baby.
Mana lang sa'yo, Meow. Bakit sa akin? Ay, naku, kaya yan.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want
Cut,
to
cut,
him.
boy, cut.
Passes it to Kuzma.
Palpal ka tuloy.
This guy showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat.
Sige, salamat.
Anywhere, anytime.
Salamat yan.
That one's good. Green.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Tambayan lang dit na Meow. Sige, sige. Salamat, salamat.
Jakes
Uy!
the three.
Uy!
It's good.
Grabe
He makes
yun.
his first shot of the game.
Yeah, play a game of deep ball. I like it. Barea improved his range over these years.
Green finds Davis. Here's Kuzma.
Nice! Ah!
Shot. And it's Dallas the other way.
I'll tell you,
Salamat,
all
salamat,
night, like,
bye.
this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive
Grabe
end.
naman itong mga ano na to. Counted mo.
And the call on the shot sends
Hard
him to
foul.
the line.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for JJ Barea. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Here's Doncic. Count the basket.
Damn.
Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
God
I'll tell
damn.
you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Now here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
Oh.
In the basket. His third miss. He's made just one.
Nice, nice. Nice recover. Nice recover.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Hardaway. His last outing with 20
Counted pa rin yun.
points.
Grabe
You want
naman.
to be able to score from
Good
all
contest
three
na nga.
levels, and Hardaway Jr. is capable. In that instance, mid-range is on point.
Kuzma pulls it in. Lakers trail by 3.
Ano yun?
Outside, Green. Pass to Caruso. For 3.
Anong laro yun?
They grab their own miss.
Uy, palpal!
And that'll be...
Nalaro ko noon, Army of Two. Ah, hindi ko pa nalaro yun. Ano kaya? Ito ba pinababantay nyo? Kain ka, men. Ah, gera. Baka Medal of Honor, parang ganun. Army of Two. Hindi ko pa nalaro yun. Pero maganda yung mga ganun. Medal of Honor. Mga ganun. Bah. Nakaganti.
Well, how pretty is the shooting form of Hardaway Jr.? This guy is on point.
Bang! Kain ka, boy. Kain ka, boy. Yee-hee!
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
Definitely. Try mo yan. Sige, sige. Hanapin ko yun. Try natin laruin yan. Ay. Nice one.
Curry gets the 3. Curry's got the lead up to 4 now for the man.
Boy, had this shot on.
Ah, Lebron ulit. Bang! Woohoo! Nice too. Bang!
Those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now here's Curry. He has
Lebron caught a body.
Hardaway.
Uy.
Hardaway, no good. Los Angeles is gone 2 on 3-pointers here.
Yeah. Nice fast break. Nice.
He's got his second bucket of the night.
Ah, Devil May Cry. Oh, nalaro ko na yan. Malupit din yan. May bagong Devil May Cry na rin na nailabas. Malupit yun, papi. Saan ka? Yawa. Yawa.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And the Lakers decide to take their first
Ano tayo na?
time.
Lusutan tayo na.
As many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a man for a long time.
Uy, all about.
Mega
shout out.
than he was before the
Salamat sa pagtambay.
Carrying him long term with Doncic, sign him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
Catching up.
Woo! Yeah! Ah, boom!
Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from
Grabe yun, no?
so far in the second quarter. Right, the pass to Brunson.
Wag kami. Grabe yung foul.
He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice foul, nice foul. Ayos, di ba ba? Ayos. Eh, tulak ko. Bang! Nananakit na eh.
He misses the free throw.
Sinalpakan eh, no?
And the second free throw, good. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Lakers.
Ayun
Gets to
lang.
Caldwell Pope. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. They get it back.
Foul, foul, foul.
And he gets the whistle.
Wala pa rin.
Free throws coming up.
Oh, just a beautiful job by Morris to draw the foul. There is an art to getting the defender.
Nice one, nice one.
The Lakers have gone
Take the lead, man. Take the lead.
tonight.
Yes, lamang na, lamang na.
They're right around 73%.
Runs in the pass to Cauley Scott. Here's Kleba.
Flavor. Uy! Huwag niyong
Brunson scanning the floor.
3-point shoot. Uy!
Clevo with the bucket.
Grabe naman yun.
And the Mavericks lead by 1. 6 changes of the lead here.
Both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Here's Howard.
Foul, man! Ba't walang foul?
With the defensive effort.
Zoe gan. Ay, Joyce.
Right down
Joyce
low.
Flang.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Now it's a 3-point Dallas lead.
Wala na naman shoot!
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Maverick.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Number
Hey
ko.
everybody,
Idol ko talaga.
tremendous
Oo naman.
to have you back. The first
LA
quarter, the
Lakers
Mavericks
since
was
birth.
fairly even. They never dug too deep a
Ooh,
hole for themselves in the
boom.
first period. The most they trailed by was 5.
Idol na idol ko yan mula nung kay ano.
And that's a
Kay Kobe. Kobe Bryant era. Die hard fan ako niya ni Kobe, man. Uy, oh, may ano pa. Matalas-tas.
The second half could turn out to be a quick one as both teams try to
Daktakin mo.
gain an edge. One guy has been getting it done as Danny
Iwas sa
Green.
CPR.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy is done.
Bam! Uy, sayang. Sayang yun, oh.
Incredible forward pair. Avery Bradley is out there with Green, and it's McGee in at the 5.
Ay,
That's the group starting the
solid
second
ako
half
dyan. Oo
for
nga eh.
Vogel.
Kobe Bryant,
They've
yung
had
kaila ano
assists
pa.
now on their last 3 baskets.
Video lang ako. Sige lang. Thank you so much.
Outside Bradley. James against Hardaway.
Counted mo.
What's the best combination of inside-outside basketball you see offensively now?
Well, 2 guys really come to mind immediately for me. It's Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis, because both men can face up and knock down shots.
Thank you, Joyce. Yun sila ano pa dati, sila Kobe Bryant, Shaquille. Shaquille, Kobe, Fisher. Bang! Si
They're thrilling. I would agree.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim.
Vujacic.
That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible.
Counted mo naman, bay.
Start right there.
Daya, damot mo ah.
That close any better than he did on that possession.
Ay, yun lang.
He blocks it or simply alters it. The result is pretty much the same.
And really, this is the time.
Kailangan natin mga labaw. LeBron.
Extend that lead.
Yeah, they can make things much easier on
Kailangan mga labaw.
if they just have a few more possessions like that. Well, I guarantee you.
Nice foul, nice foul.
About in the locker room, 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. Doncic outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Sarap manood kapag sila naglalaro. Sabay tagay nasa
Everything is dropping.
Suba isda. Oh, suba.
And I think, Greg, it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in the
Nice, LeBron. Oh, suba isda kasi delay lagi yung laro sa atin eh. So,
their first basket in 4 tries. Can that
ano lang, ano tawag dito? Telecast.
It's Curry with the drive.
Gosh, shoot pa yun.
5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Second chance effort, and the layup good by McGee.
And that's how you pick up second chance points.
Tapos
Stay
ano,
active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
kalaban nila ano,
Outside, Porzingis
Sacramento.
pulls up on the wing. Foul.
Ay,
Second chance points.
sabi naman yun.
And the Mavericks lead by 10.
I'll tell you, Kevin, you have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
McGee, the pass to Davis. For Porzingis.
Ayaw!
So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Hardaway with a wide open look. And the 3 off target. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves
Nice ball.
room for improvement.
Oo ba, nanonood ako ng NBA kapag sila
And now
naglaro.
here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks.
Oo, ako din. Dahil
On
Detroit
Saturday,
Pistons,
they'll head back home to host the Phoenix Suns. And then on
Clippers,
Monday, they'll face off against Paul George and
Sacramento
Los Angeles
Kings.
Clippers.
And you know, nobody loves
Dallas
playing on
nun,
the road,
ay
but
ano,
it does
Phoenix
offer a good
dahil
chance
kay
to see
Steve Nash.
exactly what your
Tapos
team
Dallas dahil
is
kay
made
Jason
of.
Kidd.
This team is gonna find out a lot about itself.
Sacramento
over the
Kings
next
kasi
stretch
kay
of
ano,
games.
Jason Williams, diba? Si White Chocolate. Pa, grabe yun.
Check in for JaVale McGee.
Lupet.
Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Green. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly.
Pumalya na.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn
Nice
into
foul,
points.
nice foul.
I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Si ano yun dati? Si Steve Nash tsaka si Stoudemire. Lami kayo.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan.
Ay,
Larry Bird
gabi.
was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker.
Tas sa Pistons sila, ano, Grant Hill.
NBA is that shorter player contracts, more
Grabe yun, yung ano, jersey kabayo.
over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate, it's fair, they've earned the right to
Nice defense.
Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Lalaman sa probinsya, lagi may mga jersey, ano, Pistons yung kabayo, pagka may mga liga, ganun. O kaya Phoenix Suns, nindot bay, tagay, gigmay dahil. Tagay lagi eh, no. Uy, ba't ka tumalon? Engot ka. Ay, reset pa. Nalala ko nung pag may liga, di ba? Lakers. Yun. Tapos meron din mga Phoenix Suns. Yung gagayahin yung logo ng Phoenix Suns, ng Pistons. Pero kung ano yung barangay, yun yung ilalagay. Ay, dyan pa rin si Joyce. Hello. Halimbawa, ano, Purok 6. Mga ganon. Nakalagay doon, Phoenix Suns, pero Purok 6. Tapos merong gilid, ano, nakalagay, tawag dito, SK. SK. Powered by SK. Lahat ng mga SK kumikita dyan eh. Tapos yung sando, ano, hi-fi. Yung puti. Manipis. Buset. Hi-fi.
How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Well, fans
hindi kaya.
will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
Uy, palpal ka dun, boy. Make a shout out, Eden Rose. Thank you. Oo. Alam ko naman hindi ka makarelate eh. Salamat. Counted mo, boy. Birthday number. Oo. Kung ano yung number. O kaya ano, Mansari ng ano, ng Shota. Alaka, ang laki niyan. Ibang basketball alam ko eh. Yung kay Aiden kasi basketball, alam niya ano, shoot muna bago dribble. Counted ka, counted. Shoot muna bago dribble. Sa totoong basketball, dribble tapos shoot.
that he's going through with his assist numbers dropping over the past few years isn't a good one.
Nadidistract tuloy ako. Nasabi nito ni Eden. Magandang basket yan, oh. Mamasa-masa. Tapos pag na-shoot, ang tunog niyan ano? Plok! Pag nag-dribble, plok, plok, plok. Palpal ka. Kailangan ni dribble. Paano yun? Ano ka, pusa? Ay, nahuli na naman. Shoot lang kasi ng shoot. Oo nga, kailangan i-dribble yun. Uy. Kain. Lebron, pasok na Lebron. Uy, wala na.
Here's Howard.
Ang laki ni Boban, no? Palpal na naman si Boban.
Off the glass.
Kailangan yung dribble doon.
Here's Brunson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. That one falls for Brunson. Both teams
Nandito na sa akin si J.R. Smith. Para sa akin si J.R. Smith eh. Updated na eh.
He doesn't get the second one. And it's the Lakers on the break. Bradley's got the ball.
Yes man, yes. Dribble bago dunk, tas fade away. Konti. Walang fade away, baka uy. Galing oh. Ay. Grabe, tinambakan ako. 12.
And we'll be right back after this.
Shoot lang ng shoot. Kailangan ni dribble para may ano. Para mag-block-block.
Time is running out for this game to become competitive.
Uy, huwag ka na maingay dyan. Mas-CPR pa ako.
And so it's Doncic with it.
Makakanta pa siya eh.
Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That
Uy!
game is the first and last.
Grabe.
Okay, now let's reset our
Makakanta ka pa Post Malone eh. Grabe, may commercial pa.
Dwyane Wade is out there for Zimbis. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5 spot.
Wag ka dyan, boy. Kain ka.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Zimbis. Hardaway comes in for DeLon Wright. And Curry subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Outside Curry. Back to Doncic.
Boom.
And sent back.
Wag kami.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all-defensive teams to his credit. Good night.
Counted. Bam.
Obviously, his momentum from the last game has carried over.
Clutch, clutch,
I
clutch.
think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Clutch gaming, man. Clutch. Nice D. Nice D.
He feeds it to Powell.
Wala. Ah.
Basket counts.
You love how Powell goes to work on the block, muscles his way to establish himself and deliver.
Here's Kuzma. Kicks to Howard.
Sure ball.
In the corner, it's James.
Bam.
Good. LeBron's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
Doncic passes to Powell. Outside Hardaway.
Takbo.
Offensive rebound.
Uy.
The shot by Powell, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone
Foul naman.
erase your mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively.
And Doncic gets it to go. And the Mavericks
Grabe.
lead by 10.
Well, a tight handle allows Luka Doncic to make the
Walo na lang yun eh.
bounce.
Timeout called the Lakers.
The numbers for Luka Doncic absolutely staggering. The only rookie ever to average over 20 points.
Sige lang, Meow. Maraming salamat. Nagkakabul ako eh.
Big group substitutes
Nambakan ako
here for the
10.
Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard.
Kain pa.
Anthony Davis comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Danny Green, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Alex Caruso in for Rajon Rondo. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He was
Thank you.
to step it up. He said, we've got to
Thank
make
you,
the
Joyce
move
Flam.
now. And we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
And such
Uy,
impressive
Lebron,
points and
i-shoot mo
confidence
naman.
for Luka Doncic, Doris. He's unfazed by the NBA.
I think it makes sense, Kevin, when you consider this young man has been playing as a pro and against men since the age of 16, and by 17 he was tearing up the EuroLeague. This guy was ready to make the leap.
Los Angeles with another miss.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Rebounded by the Lakers. LeBron's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The drive by Green. Now the pass to Davis. James outside.
Counted, yes.
James has got 22.
Habol lang, habol lang.
Outside Hardaway. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Doesn't go for it. And the Lakers going the other way now. Here's James. Banked in off the glass. LeBron's got 16 here in the second half.
Well, at this point, Kevin, with LeBron rolling, the #1 goal on every possession, get it to the king.
And the Mavericks call time here. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game,
Luka Doncic.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight.
Grabe ka.
Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one. Outside, Green lets it fly. Davis. The Mavericks pull it.
Wala naman ako.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Doncic.
Ah.
Down the step back, James. And it's a 12-point Maverick lead. We're such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst. Breaking new ground. There's so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you chose?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible.
Yeah.
NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder.
Thanks, Jack.
His defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Curry against Green. Curry gets the buckets.
That was nasty.
Lead by 8.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Frustrated foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
Well, how about a multi-time champion and a
Wala na
multi-time
talaga.
MVP, and LeBron James continues to dominate.
Bang! Takedown ka, boy.
Bradley's checked in for the Lakers. Zingis, he's checked in for Dallas. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. James misses. Here's Dallas. They're leading by 8. Hardaway from outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes, Greg, when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to
Wala,
bring
talo.
the unit closer together. It certainly
Grabe
did
si
tonight.
Luka.
Doncic feeling it out.
Dapat ano to eh. Tayo sa ano. Uy, huwag ka maingay. CPR tayo. Bawal ma CPR. Kailangan wala music. Dito na yung player ko. Ako na yung maglalaro. Wala ako muna nilagyan ng music. Sariling mute. Kobe! I don't know what you're trying to say. Which player everything on the first finals MVP on the NBA history? First? Will Chamberlain. Karim. Really? The Who? Ayun. So ito pwede nilagyan ng music.
It's about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. On the court for Indiana. Sabonis and Turner up front. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. And it's Brogdon in at the point. So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. We were asked this the other day, you and I, if you could choose one guard in the league to shoot a clutch three-point shot for you, Clark, who would be your guy?
Ironically, they're both on the same team, Kevin. I would start with Steph Curry. I think he clearly is the guy you want shooting it. And then after that, I would go with Klay Thompson. There are a number of other guys, but Steph is a pretty good gap in front of most. And then I think Klay is just a notch or two below Steph.
I agree. Great back. Lillard.
Yoo-hoo! Oy,
So
sayang.
many great ones in the NBA.
Yeah, Lillard would certainly be on the three-man list for sure.
Now, here's McConnell. After Markieff Morris's miss, McConnell passes to Lopez. Puts it up from 12. The Lakers with the rebound.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now.
Ay!
On the dunk by Lopez.
Putting that Stanton to the test, the big fella, banging it down.
Rondo kicks to Ingles.
Hello, Joyce
Back to Rondo. From past the
Counted oh. Bam! Para sa'yo, Joyce.
so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Leaf. He's gotten some minutes, but
Nice foul.
Los Angeles making a switch here.
Diba? Pagkapasok mo pala, nakashoot.
Making some changes here.
Ang galing.
15 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Davis.
Bam!
Davis with the jam.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the
Ang
ground,
galing.
throw it down, and he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
With 1 on the clock. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers feeling good about their 17-point lead. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4.
Ian Mads, ito na yung ano ko, player ko. My player. Iba na to. Ako lang yung magkocontrol ng player ko. Kamukha ko. Kamukha. Eh, number 15, no?
Well, you know, from role player to star, Oladipo's transformation has been remarkable. I mean, he's a guy who is really hungry to be an all-time great.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong
Ay.
in the paint.
And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Yeah, you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
Fly! Boom!
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Here's Sabonis following the basket by Anthony Davis. Inside, here's Warren. No good that time. Great D that time from LeBron. And there's a slam dunk to finish it off.
Slam dunk, man. That's me, that's me.
He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Ay, sayang, oh. Woohoo!
Good play defensively. James against Warren. The kick out to Oladipo. Indiana again missing. Los Angeles leading by 17. The rebound by Brogdon. Dishes it to Davis. Stolen by Brogdon.
Ay, Davis. Hi, Chaos. Maraming salamat sa pagtambay, Crayos, Mako Official.
On time, on target passes.
Timeout called the Lakers. Zone defense, Clark, being played now by a lot of teams. It's amazing that even with that, the point totals just continue to rise.
And you know what? I attribute the point totals continuing to rise to a couple of things. One, the volume of three-point shots that are being taken. And I think teams are playing at a little faster pace universally. You don't see as much walking the ball up the floor as I think we may
Ay, ba't mo pinasa dun?
Years past.
Onggoy. Tapos na ba ang cheering squad competition? Tapos na. Tapos na. Yun lang yata inaabangan mo eh.
James against Oladipo. On the wing, Davis. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Turner comes with a double team.
Uy, dalawa.
Pocket four. LeBron with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Offensive rebound. Howard. And it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
Now, here's Oladipo.
Long time quiz.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense.
Yun ang kaabang-abang eh. Yun nga, Crayos. Ay, nakita.
Brogdon outside. And there's the pass to Turner. And it's sent back by Howard.
And you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
And the Lakers making a change here. Hondo's checked in.
Ini-skip ko yung Crayos pagka nandun na sa may sumasayaw, baka ma-CPR ako eh.
Hondo against Oladipo.
Ay!
Teardrop shot. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut to just 9.
Nakawala.
From Brogdon.
How about Brogdon with the floating jumper? You know when he's pulling that one out, he's feeling really good.
A shot.
Benga!
James looking around. Trying to get something going. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Oladipo.
Grabe.
Boy, he's got freakish athleticism, and you can see why he's participated in the slam dunk contest before. This guy can fly.
Now here's Rondo. All alone. Sabonis grabs the
Sayang, wala pa rin. Kaya susunod na yan si Crayos, monetize na yan.
in the fourth. They've allowed just 4 points.
Lapit na ma-monetize yan, Ian, si Crayos.
Again against Rondo. Kicks it to Howard. Fires LAKERS from 14. Misses the shot.
Ayaw talaga ma-shoot.
Los Angeles takes the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave him that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Thanks for watching the NBA on Today Sports. See you later.
Saan naman lakad mo, Crayos?
Hey man, Shaq here. Nice win for you guys tonight.
Oh, di ba yung player ko?
Edges you felt you had coming in.
I don't know if we call it an edge, man, but I thought our decision making as a group was really solid tonight. We're making good reads, finding the right moments to cut, delivering passes on time, all essential when the game's separated by just a few buckets.
Well, I was watching Golden State, but I was watching you.
Libordahin. Sa bagay, tama. Di ba liborda din? Baka mag-dry. Sige, salamat. Salamat, Craze. Oops. Kailangan i-mute kasi CPR na naman tayo. Pag in-skip ko ba to, tapos maglaro ako ng ano? Maglaro ako ng Call of Duty, okay lang. Pero wag na, 2K lang, okay lang. Minumute ko na para wala na. Ako na mismo yung mag-mute, no? Boom, 2K21, no? Have you pre-ordered? No. You know, Kobe. Ako na nag-mute mismo. Oo, crate ko to, man. Makikita mo yung ano. Yung naka-shorts na pula yung sapatos. Yun yung crate ko. Ay, wala. Hindi lumabas. Ayan. Ano ko lang para wala nang ano. Makikita mo yan, Mads. Yung apelido ko nandyan eh.
It is indeed, DA. Thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for Bonds.
Yeah, no?
See the surge in his level of confidence lately. Just by looking at the true
Naka-Kobe pa yung sapatos ko.
moving straight
Kobe 11 yun.
I think he's feeling it.
And now the Lakers starting group. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Howard is out there with Anthony Davis.
Kobe 9 pala yun.
Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Jabari Parker is out there with Holmes. And it's Joseph into the
3 points.
And the guys up front may determine
Ato lang.
outcome tonight. What elements make for a fantastic front court?
Well, nowadays it's about skilled front court players, guys who have the ability to not only shoot it, but also dribble handoff, make decisions with the basketball to help open up and spread up your offense and your guards and your quicker players
Boom!
and find those gaps.
And sent back by Howard. Healed against Green. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
Why?
Here's Joseph. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Sweet little floater.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
Counted mo, boy. Yes.
We talk a lot about the monster games that LeBron James has and putting a bunch of points on the board, but sometimes we just forget about how brilliant a playmaker and passer he is.
Healed outside. Back to Joseph.
Woo!
Off the backboard.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Sacramento grabs the miss. Last game matched up with the
Pal ka, boy.
Tough loss there.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor, or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, the best way to make it hard on teams is continue your motion, and their motion on the perimeter just wasn't good enough. That ended up costing them.
7-foot shot, and they pick up 2.
Yeah, man.
He has 6.
That's feel-good moment right there. 3 of 4 so far.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Holmes.
Ay, walang bantay. Bakit iniwan?
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
Well,
Counted mo.
Striving towards it for years now, and the Kings are finally one of the premier up-tempo teams.
Well, it works for them when you have a guy like De'Aaron Fox out there to blast off on any possession. You surround him with great shooters in Bogdanovich and Hield. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense on a nightly basis throughout the course of a regular season.
Bogdanovich, who's checked in for Corey Joseph. Hield can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The layup missed.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Lakers leading by 4. That one doesn't drop.
Boplex.
Barnes outside over Howard. Barnes can't get it to go.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but
Woohoo!
he can't pass it up, and he can't knock it down. Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
Let's go, Lakers.
The pass to Holmes.
Boo, let's go, Lakers.
3 from Barnes. Sacramento again missing. Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And 2 free throws coming up.
Foul ka, boy, foul ka.
With all the contact. One is on Hield. The Lakers have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of this.
Giles checked in for Sacramento. Bagley comes in for Jabari Parker. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard.
Block him, block.
Comes in for Davis. Outside, Joseph. And Davis sends it back.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
Joseph dishes to Bogdanovich. Gets it down to single digits.
Bogdanovich.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Anthony Davis. Curry out there with Marquise Morris. And it's Green.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Barnes passes to Len. Back to Barnes.
Nice foul, nice foul, nice foul.
Officials on the call with the foul.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Len. Tucker comes in for Bagley. And Hield subbed in for Bogdanovich. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Owen.
Hassa.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit. probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted.
Thank you, Hasa.
And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. Shot clock at 6. Here's Parker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Davis. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot up three. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the Lakers. And Green slams it in.
Look, it's a broken record game plan on Green to take away the outside shot. So what does he do? Wiggles inside and throws it down.
Hield kicks to Barnes. Hield against Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
A great player on a great role.
Galing.
He has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
1:25 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Barnes. Over Davis. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And Hield has slowly turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
Here's Parker. And it's sent back by Howard.
But Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempts, easily leaping up to throw that one away.
We got 30 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night. 5 for 10 shooting. Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Indiana Pacers. Now, here's Holmes. He's guarded by Howard. Now Holmes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Yes, ang ganda.
Right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, the game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
And the last
Nice.
doesn't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Frank Vogel. Coach, the team finished the first half very strong. How did that happen?
Triggered by our defense. We've talked about today is get back to defending and so we can get out and run. And we finally got some stops.
That is your team's identity. Thanks for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back with the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Third quarter basketball. Yeah, let's go, man. Mapupuno na yung playmaking ko.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Most every team now, Brent, looking to run when they can run. Who's the...
Ay, nako.
most lethal big man in in transition. You get baseline to baseline in a hurry and make a difference at the other end.
Don't think I've seen any player do the type of things at his size and with his stride than Giannis. I just think there were eye-popping plays that people could not wrap their head around what it is he could do. Taking 2 steps from half court, lengthening out his right arm to finish at the rim, grabbing offensive rebounds. Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
LeBron.
The Kings trail by 18.
Wait a minute. Ayun. Nalagyan ko rin ng...
Barnes outside. Back to Joseph. Fires for 3. Hits the three-pointer to fall. Joseph's got
Iniwan ko.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
A 15-footer. That one a little long. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And even though he stands 6'10", Holmes plays taller than that.
He does mostly, Kevin, because of that length. I mean, he stretches out and uses that quick jump and can block some shots and deter a few guys from trying to do some things offensively.
Sacramento making some changes. Lance checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bagley comes in for Jabari Parker. And it's Bogdanovich in for Barnes. The Lakers also making some changes. JaVale McGee comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Joe Ingles in for LeBron. Green breaking loose. Great D that time from Bagley. The Kings trail by 12. To the paint. Here's Hill. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play.
10 na lang.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. 15 points in the game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Outside, Joseph. Got a piece of it.
Yep.
Green with the ball. Passes it to Davis.
Counted. Yes, man.
The line for one more coming up.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Murray comes in for Danny Green. Here's Bogdanovich, and there are the Kings with another bucket.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 or 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Bogdanovich against Murray. There's the triple. 8 for 14.
Nice.
Basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Joseph, the pass to Hill. Outside, Bogdanovich. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Makes it off the
Thank you. That was...
He's got 22.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
McGee on the double team. To the middle. Rebound by JaVale McGee. McGee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding.
Bam!
Hands it from downtown.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And the Kings making a change here. Giles is checked in, and then for Los Angeles, Morris is checked in for Joe Ingles. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Murray. There's the pass to Hill. Sacramento again missing.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Lakers working the ball around now. Down low.
Yeah.
And the Lakers lead by 19.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
He gets it in there.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Bounce pass, Joseph. To the inside. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. That's good from Joseph on the assist by Bagley. 7 points for Joseph.
Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
Healed on the double team. To the paint, here's Morris. And Morris
Woo!
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Healed outside.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
The tray.
Nice defense.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books.
Last quarter, man. Last quarter. Last quarter.
Lakers on top, running away with it. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. Changes here for the Kings. Lenz checked in for Buddy Hield. And it's Bagley in for Bogdanovich. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Often hear about players talk about their favorite spot to fire from on the floor. How much of an effect does that really have, a favorite shooting spot?
Most of the time, Kevin, what you're talking about is star guys, because they're the ones who ultimately in any given possession, the coach is trying to find that guy in that spot to do something. What happens throughout the course of a year is when that player has the ball there, everybody else knows what to do. Right. Like the player knows what he's going to do, right, Kevin? Because he's the star player. But everybody around gets comfortable with the options and where it is that he goes. If he goes right, if I slide right, I'm going to get the 3. If he goes left, he's spinning back, I might move towards the top of the key. So the familiarity of not just the player, but the players around the player, that's where you can make it happen.
That's interesting. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Murray out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Howard. Then there's Payton. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Bazemore, no one around him. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Bazemore.
First bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Aminu over to help. To the middle.
Yeah.
Here's Murray.
Palpal ka pa nun, Murray.
Grabs the miss. Sacramento's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Lakers have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter.
Nice.
The slick feed. 33 points for him.
And
33 points for me, man.
That's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Pass to Bazemore. Right side, Joseph.
Tignan ako dun, ah.
A 3 ball. Kept alive. Pass to Bazemore. Pass to Clark. From deep. It's not going to go for it. So the Lakers will take it the other way.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight will make it 58.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Inside. Morris against Davis. Payton outside. Shoots from the high post. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Yeah!
Taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer.
Pinakamarami kong points to.
Waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up for Brett Barry. Along with our 2K Sports crew. So long.
Yun. Interview.
Hey, Kenny here. You were incredible. Season high in points, validating everyone who insisted you could make it into the NBA, even after the questions that were raised heading into the draft.
Yeah, you know what? This might be wrong to say, but the haters out there, I just consider them fans. It's really 2 sides of the same coin, you know? Anyone who thinks my numbers could be padded, well, check the scoreboard. Who won tonight, Playboy? But anyway, that's old news in a week, because I'm looking to break my season record next time out, you know what I'm saying?
You guys are firing in all cylinders tonight. I was wondering if you could talk about your defense. How were you able to stop those guys from getting all those shots that they wanted?
Had a dope game plan from the coaching staff. You know, they showed us some stuff they like to do, what our coverage should be to counteract that, and we went out there and executed. Simple as that. Simple.
A good game tonight, Jay. What is it about playing these guys that makes you feel so comfortable?
Dalawa na yung tanong ah.
We had a good game plan. Coach got us ready, and we executed. But they're a good team. I got nothing but respect for those guys. We just came out and we played better.
Nice game, Che.
Thanks, V.
Che, can I grab you real quick?
Patty, the great reporter. What's up?
I got Che. You set a new career high for points scored tonight. What does that say about your growth as a player?
It's just one game, so I won't read into it too much. But everything's starting to slow down for me a little bit. Just a little bit more comfortable with everything we're doing. And it helps me play with more confidence. Shout out to my first grade teacher, Chris.
Uy, salamat dyan, Warahid. Akalagyapan.
Thanks for your time, Che.
Ses V. Duty ka, Ses. Lalaro lang ako. Ilang minutes na lang din to. Naglo-load na kasi eh.
All right. You guys ready to get down to business? We got a new contract to hash out.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Absolutely. All right, let's do it.
Anong bagong kontrata na naman to? Nike. Bobby and Joan Vlogs, hello. Thank you for dropping by. Naglalaro lang po ako. Okay. First ko.
Pleasure doing business with you, Don. Levi, the pleasure's all mine. Excited to stay in the Che business.
Thank you. Ano lang to? I'm just PlayStation 4 to. I am PlayStation 4, diretso ng PlayStation to. I'm playing tapos bo-broadcast ko. Floor general. Yes, nakakonect siya sa YouTube. Bali, ilalagin mo rin yung YouTube mo. May dalawa lang ang pwede sa PlayStation 4, which is Twitch and YouTube. So, kinonect ko yung YouTube. Then, pag naka-broadcast na, ayan, diretso na. Whatever, anong nakikita ko dito, ganun din. Kung may PlayStation ka, makikita mo yung share button dun. Habang naglalaro ka na or in the game, click mo yung share button tapos makikita mo yung broadcast dun. Which player to cover Miles Brown collaborate on his album? Shaquille? Who's Miles Brown? Tapos yun, magbo-broadcast na siya diretso. January, ada lagi hapon. Mega shoutout sa'yo, January. Ayan. Minumute ko na lang siya para iwas CPR. So, kahit anong game ng PlayStation 4 na gusto mong i-broadcast, ayun, just lang. Sa share button dyan ng controller mismo. Tapos meron akong microphone, dun mo lang dapat i-connect sa controller kasi dun lang siya nag-a-accept ng microphones. So para katulad nito, naririnig niyo ako. Maganda po yan. Dagdag ng WH kung tinatamad mag-LS. Tama po. Tama. Tsaka marami kasing nag-LS, so nakikiano lang ako. Laro. Pwede rin naman ako magsariling LS after nito. Para
Look at the Lakers. Very strong season they
Pero ito lang muna habang naglalaro. Sakto lang mga 2 or 3 hours, ganun. Okay na yun. Pwede po dyan ang Just Dance. Pwede Just Dance yung ano. Pwede. Yung may ano, may sensor. Harold Puliran. Pogi na, chef pa. Ang ating NARS na Holy Puliran. Out ka na ba, boy? O duty ka pa rin? Laro-laro lang ako, maraming naka-LS ngayon. Sa akin po sa CP naman, nag-COC or Heyday. Okay. Heyday? May Heyday pa pala. COC. Oo, pwede kang gumamit ng Omelette o kaya ano, Game Lab. Pwede direkta yon. Nag-thumbs down na. Gagi. Kukunti na nga lang eh. Ano na lang yung thumbs up ko eh. Wala pang 10 eh. Ta-thumbs down ka pa. Baliw. What time ang uwi mo, Harold? Para ano? Oy, Harold. Si Bobby and Joanne, no? Sino po ba ang nag-ano ngayon? Si Joanne o si Bobby? Break time. Okay. Salamat, ha. Share din kahit break time. Char! Uy. Ay. Yung direct po sa YouTube ginagamit ko pong tapos screen ang kita. Oo, ganun din. May ganyan din ako kaso nga lang gusto ko sana yung PUBG. 8:30 pa out ko. Ano yung 8:30? Anong oras yun dito? 7 pa lang ngayon. Huli ka! Di ba 1.5 ka pa? Counted! Joanne. Oo nga, Joanne. Ayun, kung gusto mo man, try mo yung ano. Meron din kasi yung parang sa Streamlab. Pwede mo i-connect sa Facebook, pwede mo rin i-connect sa YouTube sabay. Omelette o ano. Yung ganun. Para at least habang naglalaro ka, baka sakali, kung lagi ka naglalaro, madami ka maging followers ng ano, Facebook. Maging eligible sa ads. Ganun. Nakita ko po yung vlogs nyo sa Ireland po pala kayo. Swerte naman ng andun ng Westlife. Oo. Jump! Bam! Lahat ba ng singer ng Westlife taga ano, Ireland o yung iba lang? Pahinga muna ako sa patalon-talon na LS. Lately yung nosebleed ko. Sunod-sunod babad kasi ako sa LS pag off. Dahan-dahan muna. Ganun ba? Nalilito po ako sa Streamlab. Ganun. Baka yung ano lang. Pass! Galing. Nalilito po ako sa Streamlabs. Di ko makonect yung camera. Hindi ko rin masyadong alam yun eh. Pero meron akong try mo yung Irish lang lahat. Talaga. Try mo yung ear yun. ear yun webcam. Yung cellphone pwede mong gawing ano, camera. Ay, cellphone pwede mong gawing webcam. From Dublin, si Nick and Brian. Ah. Westlife fan ka pala, no? Gusto ko rin yung mga music ni Westlife. Flying Without Wings. Ano pa yung iba? Mga boy bands.
In the NBA, not an easy time for young wings have their ups and downs, but the franchise still very much believes in his talent.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee.
Ay! Ganun ko po nga. Favorite ko yun. Kaya sa LS ko, lagi may Westlife. Talaga.